Hey, hey, hey. Hey, we from the city. We from the city. We from the city. Hey, I said.
It looks like you lost another one.
We from the city. Shit ain't too pretty. Banging like John McRae.
Welcome to the Bitter Dads Podcast. I'm Rad.
And I'm Ivan.
What's up, brother?
Hola, brother. Another
Episode 5?
Is it episode 5?
I believe so. Episode 5.
Oh, my
My
man
bad.
singing
I
it
hit you
today.
with the chords a little bit. My bad. I'm in a kind of a good mood.
Nice. What happened?
Oh, nothing, brother. Just sleep.
Just a little sleep got you a little different.
Yeah, sleep, man. Last time I was cooked.
Oh yeah,
Fried chicken.
last time we was recording, he was a little tired.
Yeah, but yeah, man. How you been though, man?
Man, good man. Just working, just spend time with the family. Same old, same old.
Yeah.
How about you, brother?
Man, I've been chilling, man. Relaxing. But I'm happy there's no more snow and ice out this motherfucker though.
Oh my god,
Bro,
dude, I am so happy. I don't know how people love snow and ice, bro. That ain't for me, brother.
Oh man,
It's
listen.
not for me. I'm a big dude, but yeah, I love the sun and the heat.
I remember completely as a child, I loved this shit. But as an
Fucking right.
adult, I fucking dread when it snows, bro.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
One, I can't travel nowhere. I'm not going nowhere in the snow or it's ice. I'm not doing that. I like the snow, but then it's like in certain circumstances, I'm cool with the snow. But if I gotta go travel places, bro, I hate it. I hate that shit.
Ah man, dude, I don't know about your block, but my block is kind of like a small. Well, he knows. It's like a small block, and they did not plow anything, so it was all ice. So motherfuckers was sliding down. It's kind of like a downhill too.
Yeah, listen, unless
Okay.
your house is about 500,000 or more, they not plowing your block,
They don't
bro.
give a fuck about that.
They ain't plowing your block if your shit is lower than 500,000.
Shit.
Shit, I listen, bro.
Oh man, what happened?
When it first snow drops, bro, and then I go outside to get my car cleaned up to get my kids ready for school, to get them to take them to school and shit.
Uh-huh.
My boy.
Talk me.
I was upset because the night before the Eagles just got smoked in the wild card game, and I only had an hour of sleep because I couldn't sleep. I was so upset. So I only had an hour of sleep, right? So already I'm upset. I'm waking up to have to drive in the snow. So my first step to go outside, bro.
I'm sorry, I can't stop laughing.
Hey, yo, my first step to go outside, bro, I legit slipped. Boom. And I just hit my back on the steps. It's like it's like 4 steps and then there's a concrete slab step. So I'm just sliding it. I'm trying to hold on to both sides of the rails.
My man was holding on for dear life.
So I'm like this, spread eagle, bro.
Yo,
I'm completely spread eagle, bro.
Please tell me your Crocs flew off when you fell.
My Crocs stood on, bro. Yo, but
Please, yo, you got a ring or something like a video?
no, man. I took
Oh my god, I wish you had that on video.
Yeah, I had to charge mine, but bro, I legit was so pissed off. I get up, the first 2 people I see is my son. He's sitting in his mom's car, and then I see her. I see his mom, and she just looks at me. Her first response, before she didn't even laugh at this point. Her first response is, "You motherfuckers live by those Crocs." What would make you think to come outside in Crocs knowing it's snow outside?
Yeah,
Bro.
I did the same shit though.
But yeah,
But I didn't fall.
but you got like 3 steps and then it's just a long slab of concrete. And your steps are concrete, so mine's is like a
I also-
PVC like boarding type shit.
I mean, I also threw salt and shoveled as well.
But I salted it. I salted my steps in the front of my house before it started snowing. I threw salt and all that shit out there. So, but if you would have looked at the steps wasn't like covered in snow.
it was just black
like
ice.
It was like no, it wasn't even black ice. It was like a thin sheet of
That's
snow,
weird
right?
shit, bro. I'm sorry, I don't mean it. That's fucking hilarious.
You have to laugh at shit like that. But so I get up and I look at my kid's mom. I'm like, "You're gonna take these fucking kids to school?"
Fuck the Eagles. Fuck the snaps. Fuck the snow.
I was so pissed off
Yeah.
because
Start blaming everybody but your Crocs.
But nobody got up to help me. Then I get up and I see my youngest son, and he's just looking at me laughing. Then I walk in the house. I'm pissed off, bro. I'm pissed off. I get in the crib. I walk around in like a circle. Then I go back outside, and I'm good. My son is in the car waiting for me, and I start I start clearing my car off of snow. So I'm good. I clear the whole driver's side off, the back and the front. As soon as I get to the passenger side of the car, bro, mind you, at this point, there's enough snow where you can't even see the pavement.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't even know how close I am to the curb. So as I'm sweeping the car off, by the time I get to the passenger door, I slip. So it was a twofer, bro. That shit was a twofer, bro.
I completely forgot about the second slip. I forgot about that. You told me about the first one. I forgot about the second one, so you fell twice.
I fell twice, but the second one I fell in slow motion. I fell in slow motion, bro. And at that time, I'm laying in the snow like, what the fuck? At this point, I should just make a snow angel. Just lay here making a snow angel.
The back of my hair is so bad right now from laughing.
Nah, but then I get in the car and I'm covered in snow. I'm covered in snow, bro. And then I see my son just sit there busting out laughing, bro.
As you should.
And
I'll be laughing.
At that point, I couldn't do nothing but laugh. It's like all I can do is laugh. But for that reason, man, fuck the snow, and I'm happy. I'd rather take rain all day long.
Oh, all day. Fuck the Eagles, by the way, too. That was random as fuck. But just because you started the conversation with the Eagles and then talking about the snow.
Yeah, I mean, fuck them.
You know what's crazy? It's funny because I believe in karma. And when he told me the story, like he told me the day it happened. We were talking on the phone. He told me what happened. And I'm laughing. I'm dying. So I hang up. Literally like 2 hours later. I didn't fall on snow outside or anything like that. I'm like running down the steps in my basement, and I had something in my hands, and I completely missed the last two steps. I don't know if I forgot about them or what. My ankle just went like this. I had Crocs on too, and I thought about you. I'm like, damn, I almost went down and everything, bro. I'm like, damn, that's what I get for talking shit and laughing at him.
Yeah, that's karma.
Dude, that was fucking hilarious.
Karma's a bitch, bro.
Fucking bruised that. I had a bruised ankle the next day.
Bro, and it's so crazy because at that moment I felt no pain.
Oh, yeah, because you had all that adrenaline.
But I'm sitting down, I'm on the game. My ankle start hurting. My ankle hurts, nigga. I felt like I fractured a fucking rib. Like I was hurting, bro. Mind you, 200 and something pounds just falling in the air, falling on steps.
Slow motion.
Well, the second one was slow motion. The first one was, boy, that thing was like lightning.
For dear life.
No,
that's hilarious.
I tried.
Funny. That is funny.
I thought the railings was gonna hold me down, but that shit said let go, bro.
Yeah, bro. So, all right. On a serious note, I got a question for you, man. So we're gonna switch it up, and I know we had a couple laughs here. So, yeah. So, has anything happened to you as a child that may have caused you any PTSD as an adult? You know what I mean? Like, that you could think of.
I mean, happened to me. I can't say anything really like happened, but I've witnessed so much shit as a child, bro. I witnessed a lot growing up that I mean, I don't know if it would be considered PTSD now because now I know, and I know this because a lot of people even approached me and told me these shits, but like I could come off kind of cold hearted sometimes, or like numb to like certain situations. I could be like, man, motherfuckers go through worse shit than that. So it's like I become numb to a lot of shit. So I don't know if it would be considered PTSD, but I grew up and witnessed a lot, man. Growing up in New Jersey around the age of, I don't know, at that time I was probably like 5-6 years old, living in Jersey. And we used to live in this house. And right next door to the house is a huge lot. And behind the house was train tracks where the trains ran by and all that. Mm-hmm. And one day, my cousin's sitting by the window. She's sitting at the couch, but looking out the window, eating a bowl of cereal. And as she's eating a bowl of cereal, she takes a seat Like she actually sits down. She's not looking out the window no more. She sits down on the couch properly, and then as she sits down, a bullet goes through the window.
Oh, okay.
Like if she was still there, she would have got killed. You know what I mean? But
Oh, you never told me that. It's the
yeah,
first time hearing this.
it's a lot of things that I've probably never spoke. The shit that I'm gonna say I haven't really spoken to a lot of people about. I legit just opened up to my mom about it probably like a year ago.
That's wild, man.
And
So,
in that same house, I remember one day, I'm looking out the window where it's looking out towards the lot. For some reason, I don't know why I'm looking out towards the lot. Remember, I'm like 5, 6 years old. You know, kids will just do kid shit. No, I'm looking out towards the window, and I just remember hearing this guy screaming for help. And for some reason, he stops at the window that I'm looking out of. And another guy comes behind him and shoots him in his head.
oh,
Legit, like right here in front of me. Like I'm looking out the window and the guy's like right there. And as a kid, I didn't react, bro.
right. I mean, how can you register that as you know?
But mind you, like I said, I held that in.
How about to say? I don't think you ever said that to me.
I didn't say that to. I haven't told a lot of people that. It's probably like a handful of people that knows that. Like I've never spoken to my mother about it until recently, and you know she cried and you know and then she again, I'm a child at that time, so were you dreaming? Nah, like I actually witnessed these things. I remember going to a store. At this time, I'm living in Philly, and me and my cousin going to a store on Allegheny, and I'm sitting there playing the arcade. This when corner stores had the arcades in it and all that.
Mm-hmm. Miss those days.
And I'm playing, I believe it was probably like Street Fighter or something on the arcade. And my cousin's grabbing some stuff for his mom. And again, a guy runs in. He's trying to kill me. And the Spanish guy comes behind him and crushes his skull with a baseball bat.
Jesus Christ.
And the last person that guy looked at was my cousin. Like he grabbed my cousin's arm as he's dropping and he dies choking on his blood. But like he literally crushed his skull in. Like so me witnessing, and again, I didn't tell anybody.
Yeah, I was about to say this is on. I never heard any of this. So
I didn't like again. I never told my mother. I never tell nobody, bro. But I don't know. I don't know if me witnessing those things can be considered like me having PTSD. I don't know. Like if you guys can let me know, is that a form of PTSD? The reason why I'm like cold hearted, I guess. Or super numb to certain shit. Like I just look at certain shit just like it's not that deep.
You ever in like an abusive relationship?
Now I can say it only one abusive relationship, but it wasn't like a me beating on her all the time or vice versa, her putting hands on me. But it did get to the point where it was physical, and it was with my first baby mom, my oldest son's mother, and it got to that point where it was. We just got comfortable with putting our hands on each other. And then that was never the case where I ever wanted a relationship like that. So I left. And I left when my son was, 5 months old? I left that.
Small,
yeah, he was young. So he really never got to witness that in that light. So it wasn't like how me growing up and I seen my mother getting into it and beat and all of that. But yeah, I mean, I can say I was in one, but it wasn't something it wasn't like I came into it broken from what I've witnessed my mother going through. It was just one of those things where she put her hands on me and I reacted, but then that started to be like a normal thing to where she put her hands on me and I'll react. And just noticing that it was just going to be a chain reaction all the time, that I knew that shit was never going to work. So I kind of did when my son was 5 months old, and from there I've never been in another physical relationship.
I kind of learned from that relationship. Then no, that makes sense.
Yeah, I learned from my mother being beat, honestly, but that relationship for some reason, like I said, it wasn't something like I planned on being in. Like
Right.
I always vowed I would never in my life put my hands on women ever, just because of that. Not only just because of that, but I got aunts, I got a grandmother, I got a sister. You know what I mean? So it's just like I never wanted to do it. I never liked seeing my mother get beat. I didn't like seeing my aunts get beat. You know what I mean? So growing up, that was just something I always said I would never want to be in a relationship where I got to put my hands on a female. So now it's just like, I always tell everybody, if it ever gets to the point where y'all putting your hands on each other, just go away from that relationship.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, it's just too toxic. I mean, if you feel as though you got to disrespect one another and put your hands on each other, that's just, at that point, yeah, it's pretty much done.
That's super disrespectful, bro.
Yeah.
It's just, there's never ever going to be any respect. Like, I feel like I feel like I spoke to you, I think yesterday about it, where it was, where I said it was just like, it's some women that see that as a sign of love.
I kind of like a love language.
Yeah, like,
Nah.
he shows me he truly loves me by beating on me. There's some women that's really out there like that, bro, and it's weird as shit to say, but that's just something that they're into. I'm not into me putting my hands on a female, like, at all.
Yeah, that's definitely weird.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You never been in?
Nah, I can honestly say not in a physical, like, abusive way. No, I can recall one situation with my wife now. We were like really early stages in our relationship, and we just had our first daughter. We kind of getting to know each other, kind of, in the new phase. Yeah, new in the relationship, and it's funny, we just had a daughter, and we're learning one another, and it's kind of funny, but it's kind of not at the same time. The baby, in the beginning, when a newborn, the baby wakes up a lot throughout the night. And I think at that point, every 2 hours being a new mother, I forgot what it was. She wanted me to make a milk or, grab a diaper or something like that. And I guess I was like in like a hardcore sleep, something like that. I'm trying to recall it as best as I can. It's somewhere around those lines. And next thing you know, I guess I got up. I said probably some slick shit. I can't remember. I was obviously sleeping.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, she gave me a 20-piece combo. And we laugh about it, now, but it was serious at that moment. And I didn't punch her or nothing like that, but I gave her like a little stiff arm. And but besides that one situation, that's the only time I've been in a altercation with a spouse or like a
Just that one time.
Just the one time, yeah.
See, with me and my baby mom, it happened quite a few times, but not for like a long time though. It wasn't like one of those, oh, this is happening for years type of things. This really just happened a few times, but those few times were, it either had me like in a place of like, I don't know where it had me. Like, to think about it now, I don't know where I was mentally for that. I know I was young. I was 21 years old when my first son was born, and I think she was like 19.
Oh yeah, you guys are super young.
Yeah, we were both young, but it was just one of those. She was like a really, really jealous female, and I'm 21. I'm like, listen, I want to live my life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, that was the only relationship where I've ever put my hands on a female in any sense. Like, I've never put my hands on a female as far as like beating on them or nothing like that. But yeah.
Damn, man. So now I know we're around these different topics, hopping around. So now let me ask you this: how growing up without a father impacted your life, whether it was good way or in a bad way? Like, what you feel?
That's another thing where growing up without a father, I always said, I vowed to never allow any of my children ever witness that. Ever. I would never want my children to witness what I felt not having that man figure in my life to where I can go to teach me certain things or try to, to be I could be his tell and grow up and try to learn some of the things that he knows. And but like my mother did her thing. She raised 4 kids on her own and did a hell of a job. None of us are convicts. None of us are murderers. Like, we're not hooked on the drugs. Like, my mother did her thing. Like, no bullshit. Every Father's Day, I text my mother, Happy Father's Day.
And that's awesome.
And now I kind of sort of have a relationship with my father now, but this is me. I met my father when I was like 30, 31 years old.
Yeah, so a couple years ago.
So a few years ago.
Yeah.
I was around like 31, 32 maybe.
Yeah, at that point, no offense to the pops, not trying to be disrespectful, he missed out on so much time.
Oh yeah, he missed out on my entire life.
I mean, you're meeting him as an adult.
Yeah, and I told
Oh
him, I
man.
told him when I met him, it was, I don't need you to come into my life trying to be a father.
Right.
I don't need that. Now, if you want to be a grandfather to your grandchildren, cool. I'm open to that. But don't promise what you promised me and my brother. You know what I'm saying? You used to promise that when I met you when I was a child, like I met him once when I was, I want to say 7, 8 years old. I met him once. Mind you, my father lived 2 hours away.
Right. So it's not like he was like across the country.
It
right?
wasn't like he was across the country where
Right.
you had to take a flight to come see me, or, you know what I'm saying? It was literally a drive across the bridge from New York to Philly. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't nothing too crazy where you had an excuse to not want to come. You just ain't, I mean, I dig it. I mean, you ain't want to be a father. I mean, if you really want to talk, if you want to really take it like that, no disrespect, because I love you. Like, I love him now. Like, I don't have no animosity, like bad animosity towards him. I don't have none of that because
No,
as a grown man, that showed me what not to do for my kids. Like, I always showed like I try my best to be the greatest father I can be. No, nobody's perfect. There's no perfect parent in this world, but all my kids is good. They all passing school, all great grades. I got 2 daughters that's in college, and they both work. My oldest son got 1 more year of high school left,
And it's his birthday.
and today's his birthday. Shout out March,
Yeah.
17.
That's crazy. So, does it feel weird that that you kind of had almost 3 kids, adults?
Oh, yeah, it's going on 3 years.
Does it feel weird? Like, do you feel like you're getting older? Like,
Not at all.
no.
I love it, man, because it's like at least I'm around to get to experience them growing up and being adults. Like my daughter's got boyfriends now.
I know.
I'm still not like super comfortable with the boyfriend thing.
Even though they're old.
They're grown. Like
They're grown.
my
Over
youngest
21.
daughter, 21.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like they're grown. They got their own life, but they're doing their own thing on their own. They both going to school. They both going to work, and they both doing a hell of a job doing both of those things.
And that's awesome.
You know what I'm saying? And then now I got my 17-year-old today, and he's taking his path in life.
So, question for you. I know I'm asking a lot of questions, but now being that your dad wasn't there for you, but and then you spoke to him, and I don't need you to be the father now, but just be there for my kids. Has he stepped up as a grandfather, or like how's that relationship with your kids and him?
I could be 100% honest. I mean, in the beginning, it was good. Like he was showing what he said he was going to do. Like he was going to be there as a grandfather. He was showing. He was always calling, asking for the kids. I mean, he does that from time to time now, but it's more once a month type of thing, which I'm cool with because I didn't have you for 30 years.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, or 27 years, or however long I didn't have you in my life, so that's cool. But and like my kids don't have high expectations with that situation either, though, because I made it sure, like, I mean, if he can do something for you, then he would do something, but don't ever expect anything. Right. If it happens, type of thing. Again, no disrespect to my father. I mean, he's doing what he want to do. He's a grown man. I'm a grown man. He's doing his thing. I'm living my life, and my life. I mean, I'm not a fucked up person. You feel what I'm saying? Like I can't take anything in that sense like, yo, because of you, I sold drugs or I became a drug addict or I was in jail. I can't.
In and out of jail.
Yeah, I can't say those things. Like when I sold drugs, I chose to sell drugs because I wanted to be cool and had my own money. But that wasn't because he wasn't around though. Like I just felt growing up, I just feel like the only thing like I wish I would have had my father there for was to learn from him in certain things. Like he knows all the carpentry things and he really
things.
Yeah, like that type of shit. Like I had to learn on my own, which is cool. But it would have been dope to be able to have that person I can go to and be like, yo, Pop, I need help with this. You know what I mean? Can you help me with this? Or I never had that growing up. Yeah. It was always my mother.
It's crazy how, everybody has like a different perspective on things, and like I'm kind of the opposite. I had my father in my life, and growing up, he was always trying to do projects with me, and I did it with him. And I feel like now that I'm older, I feel like I always took it for granted in a sense because like I never like when you're young and a teenager, you don't really want to, like, my parents, they own properties, so he used to fix them up, for people can move in, and he used to put up drywall, he used to do the flooring, the jack of all trades. And I'm just sitting there. I remember just being a teenager and just being there, like, not wanting to be there. And I'm just like, damn, like, I wish, like, now as an adult, like, I wish I actually took the time and learned from him, and if I could do it in my house.
Well, the good thing is he's still around. So,
Yeah.
I mean, he is older, but he's still, he has enough knowledge to still be able to teach you certain things.
Yeah.
I mean, even if it's shit that you don't really know.
It's funny because now it's like I just video chat him.
Mhm.
I'm like, yo, what I gotta do here? He'll just walk me through video chat.
And it's so crazy because now, like I said, I kind of sort of have a relationship with my father now. And I legit don't call him for anything like needing. Like, I had one need ever that I needed him for. And that hurted my core, bro, because it was like, I didn't want to call him to ask him for this favor. But at that moment, I was like, I was in
You needed it.
such an, it was like, it was financially, I was fucked up a little bit and I was just like, yo, I just need it and I'll pay you back when I get it. But it was just one of those, that shit hurted me to my core. Because you know me, bro, like, I don't like to ask anybody for nothing. I will always try to figure out how to get to it. If I'm fucked up with financials now, it's just like, I'm going to figure out, I'll go back to reselling shit or whatever the case is. But
was he able to pull through though with the?
no, yeah, he definitely came through with it. You know what I mean? Like I said, I would never take. I'm not like we have a solid relationship now.
That's
you know what I
awesome,
mean?
man. The good thing is like some people can, it's weird, not weird, but like it's to think about, like, some people can either hate their parents for the rest of their life, and you chose to accept them. And I think that's awesome. So
I think I was more accepting, to be honest, because I did, bro. I did hate him growing up.
Oh, I'm sure.
I hated the fuck out of him growing up, and it was more so because, like I said, you live 2 hours away. You know what I'm saying? That shit took nothing for you to either take a bus down here or something, or have one of your family members drive you down here, whatever the case is. That took nothing for you to come down here and to actually get to know your kids as they were kids.
Yes,
You know what I mean? But you didn't take advantage of that, and you know what I mean? Your excuses were your excuses. I don't think your excuses were valid, but that's your excuses. That's what you run with it. That's cool. I'm not gonna question you on it. Like, it is what it is. Like I said, I didn't grow up a fucked up person. I didn't grow up poor. I didn't grow up really needing anything besides a father, but my mother held it.
I was about to say, shout out to moms, man.
Like, yeah, my mother really held that shit down, bro. Like, she did her
kids,
thing.
that's tough, man.
4 kids on her own, bro. Like, she had her little boyfriends here and there, but it was never like them dudes that ever really stepped in and was like a father figure. You know what I'm saying? It was none of them dudes that could sit there and be like, yo, let me put you under my wing and show you this path. No, bro. Like, it was really my mom, bro. Like, she really held that John down, and she did a hell of a job. You know what I'm saying? And I would never take anything from my mother, bro. From growing up seeing her get abused to becoming older and understanding everything that she went through and still being able to be there as a parent.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because a lot of people would let that shit happen and they get abused, and then they don't know how to raise their kids, and their kids just being out there doing whatever. My mom held us down. Like, we always had name brand shit growing up. It was never no fugazi shit. Like, she always had us right. But, shout out to Mom Dukes.
Hell yeah.
So, but, yeah, man, I feel like my life was like a lot of people's lives that didn't grow up without a father, though. It was tough. But, and again, a lot of people, it's like, I feel like it's 2 different ways. You either go using that as an excuse and reason why you do dumb shit, or using that as an excuse to reason why you better your life.
Amen.
You know what I mean? And I chose to better my life rather than doing the dumb shit. I mean, growing up, I did dumb shit, but that dumb shit didn't lead me to being in prison or killing anybody or doing some, like, I never was into robbing niggas. I wasn't ever into jumping people. You know what I mean? And I was a bad dude. I was a bad guy growing up sometimes, but I'm a stand-up guy, but that's thanks to Mom, man.
Shout out to moms.
Yeah, man. What's up with you though? What you want to talk? What else you want to talk about?
Nah, I mean, I think we're good on this one. I think this was honestly, I think this was a great episode. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section, what you guys think about it. And I know we said it, I know we said it last episode, but definitely shoot us some questions.
Yeah,
Like,
definitely
I would
shoot
love
us.
to.
Even topics, even topics you want to shoot. You could give us topic ideas or whatever the case is, just anything. But always comment on those on the YouTubes or whatever videos get posted up on TikTok or Instagram and stuff like that. Always, man. But like, share, subscribe on YouTube and go follow all the social media platforms. We're on everything. And thank you for watching.
All right, take
Love.
We from the city. Where niggas just shooting no bullshit. You with the ops, you a target. One call cause you killed on some bullshit. Spin the block so many times you can curse it. Last words you heard was all shit. Keep it 100 on no frost shit. You with your guys, get them all hit. Get them all hit. You can't fuck with the city. Them killers is with me. My gang gon' go. You niggas is iffy. We in the mix. 8 clips, some niggas get with me. Shooting from deep like Murray. I'm giving you 50. Fuck a vest. We giving our wiggies. Closed casket. This shit wasn't pretty. We doing it big, but shit ain't no biggie. Fully in this bitch. I'm rapping my city. We from the city. Shit ain't too pretty. Banging like John Morant. We on our grizzly. These niggas is hating. We really get busy. Fuck 9 shots, got 30 for you. If you feelin' like 50. We from the city. Shit ain't too pretty. Banging like John Morant. We on our grizzly. These niggas is hating. We really get busy. Fuck 9 shots, got 30 for you. If you feelin' like 50. We from the city.